Mm. What is going on? All right, let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show rolling. I like it. I like it. It's tasty. That's tasty. AI Learning Lab, tasty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the lab, the AI Learning Lab on a Friday night. Just got back from art opening with the missus. So Djokovic beats Ben, and Medvedev beats Carlos. So Djokovic and Medvedev in the finals, and then Matty Keys lost to Sabalenka. So Sabalenka and Coco Gauff in the finals. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Medvedev was outstanding. I didn't see it. I just saw that. I was watching the beginning of the match when they were just going back and forth, and Medvedev looked a little shaky. But then Alcaraz was making mistakes, and then I went out, and when I came back, it was over. So he must have been pretty remarkable, because that that Alcaraz is something. So, and did you see the little troll that Djokovic did on Ben Shelton? Like this? Hung up on him? That's pretty good. You missed the beginning. Yeah, I'm just getting started here tonight, so I watched the entire thing. Nice. Hey, Togas, what's shaking? Thank you. Thank you for the ruse. The ruse. Welcome to the lab, gentle people of AI. We'll get this thing going. I'm getting a bit of a late start tonight. I just got in, so I'll probably do a short one tonight, but we'll get it rolling here. Welcome, everyone. If you'd be willing to share the live and tap the screen, like the shirt, thank you very much. I don't know what it is. I think someone said they thought they were skulls. Oh, they are skulls. Yeah, that's a little jaw. There. Jaw down there. Skull. But they don't. It's a Rorschach test, really, because people were trying to figure it out tonight. Still in Denver. Okay, Farmer. I hope you weren't flying United. Did they get their crap fixed? That didn't sound good. It's like first time in 25 years or something like that. An airline asked for a complete ground stop. That was 2 days ago. Well, hello there, Sam Corn. What's shaking? In early tonight, it seems. No, well, I don't know, maybe. I just got here. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock in Denver. Normally I try to start around 8, so it's a little late. Drove 10 hours. Where'd you drive from? From up in the mountains? That's pretty... You must have been in western Colorado. Cavruno, what's happening? I got a data pipeline running, and it's going to take more than 2 more hours, so I'm here. That's good. Sam Corn, you use the AI Learning Lab as your distraction from computer processes that are too slow. I like it. That's solid. It's solid. Okay, so welcome, everybody. If you're new here, my name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab. We talk about AI crap here. If you're going to ask my qualifications, I will tell you them. They're thin. They're thin, but we have a good time. And this channel is mostly about what happens to the world after ChatGPT shows up. I talk a little bit about the sciencey stuff and the machine learning stuff, but that's not my jam. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm someone who likes getting to the technology right at the point it does this. And that's what this generative AI stuff's doing. And I was an entrepreneur in the early days of the web. In the mid-90s, I started a company called agency.com and experienced what it was like being there at the beginning of that. And that was absolutely insane. And I didn't think I'd see another one of these in my lifetime. And then this AI shit came along. I was like, oh, boy, here we go again. So right before they were going to strike Russia. What's that in reference to? Oh man, yeah. Didn't he turn off? Oh, you're already having conversations here. Okay, so I'll get back to the comments in a second here. If you have questions about AI, pop them in the comments below. Let me walk you through some things. If you're brand new to this AI stuff, here's the deal. While you hear me ramble, so the nature of this live is I just kind of ramble. I answer people's questions. We have conversations. We dig into philosophy, what the future of work looks like. If anyone has questions about tools, I'll answer what I can. I will be honest if I don't know how to answer shit. We'll occasionally make some jokes. We'll do some jokey voices. We'll do some comedy. We'll do comedy. Kyle is a highly qualified AO infotainment expert. Am I late? No, you just got here, I just got here, Dragonfly Academy or Alchemy. Yeah, no, I am an infotainment channel. That's for sure. A little bit of info, a little bit of attainment. Not enough to warrant both complete words on either case. But if you're new to this AI stuff, I'm going to give you get ready to do some screenshots here. So, all right. So I'm going to give you my top 7 list of large language models. I got the adult table and the kids table. This is the adult table. So if you're brand new, if you've never used ChatGPT before, go right there. Go to chat.openai.com. That is the official ChatGPT website. I don't work for them. I don't get paid by them. It's just these are kind of here as a public service announcement. It's really important, if you haven't played with these things, just go play with it. Just go see what it does. Ask it to write you a country song, or have it make you a project plan for whatever project you're working on, or have it help you design a garden. Just seriously ask it anything and see what it does. Claude and Bard are similar to ChatGPT. For those of you that have played a little bit, but maybe haven't sort of, put the tentacles out. Claude allows you to have really long context windows or prompts, basically. You can put like a 50,000 word novel in Claude and it will work. Now, Claude just announced a pro version where you get more iterations, but it will rate limit you. If you do too much, it just says you're out of time or you're out of cycles, whatever. Bard is from Google. It's free. It's pretty good. And then down at the kids table, we got Bing. Bing used to be at the adults table, but I moved it to the kids table because its safety guardrails are just a pain in the ass. Labs.perplexity, that's pretty cool. You can go play with the llama models there. Pi.ai, hey Champy. Pi.ai is Chatty GPT. If you want to have a conversation with one of these GPT things, Pi.ai is your way to go. Download the app and put it in talk mode, in chat mode, and you can actually talk to it. It's really fascinating. And then Poe.com is worth exploring as well. And then finally, on the image front, if you want to make pretty pictures, these are the ones I suggest playing with. Midjourney, which you have to learn Discord, and you have to make images in Discord, which is a pain in the ass, but it won't be that way for long. But those are the best. Ideogram, brand new service, like 2 weeks old, and it can do words. So if you haven't played with these image generation tools, one of the things you couldn't get them to do was words. Well, now you can. Looky. Words. Turtle. Words. Janky pieces of shit. Words. Janky. Turtle. I'm not weird. I'm irregular. I like turtles. So that should get you started. The prompt book will teach you how to talk to these image tools. Futurepedia will give you lots of rabbit holes to run down and go find some shit. All right? So that's all that stuff. The other thing, just until we get this handled, if you get a direct notification from someone claiming to be me, check closely that you're not following a scammer's website. There's a person out there that made aiLL Learning Lab, 2 L's. That's not me. That's a scammer. They're trying to get you to buy some crypto bullshit. And he hangs out in here, and when these things end, he reaches out to people. So if you're in here, fuck you. I also swear, by the way. Uh, so if you don't like that, that's the deal. AI Learning Lab is us. aiLL Learning Lab is asshole, scammer, whatever, loser. Here's my thing about scammers. It takes him as much time and energy, probably more, to do all the fucking scamming stuff and avoid the authorities and do this than if he just started his own fucking channel. He's clearly resourceful. He's clever enough to steal someone's shit. Just make your own shit, you fucking pinhead. Happy Friday night. Bitter? You betcha. All right. I'm not weird. I'm a regular. By the way, irregulars, good to see y'all in here. Omar was shaking. Fireflies here. Yep, just saw one this evening. Blocked it. Look close at the double L's. Yeah, they're really hard to see. They are very hard to say. Very hard. Very hard. It's very hard. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I just don't like it. Scammers. Oh, those scammers. What are we going to do with those scammers? You know what we're going to do with those scammers? We're going to ignore them. You know what they want? They want attention. We're not going to give it to them. We're going to ignore them. Give them attention. What am I drinking? Ice cold Rocky Mountain tap water. Just poured it all over myself. Thank you very much. One final thing before we get started on the questions is... you can make money with ChatGPT! All right. It's tradition around here. I pour water down my face and then do that. I see the irregulars are at it with the tapping. Thank you. Some comments were filtered because somebody probably said something rude and ridiculous, or not. TikTok just doesn't like some words. Apparently you said words that were out of bounds. Don't do that, according to TikTok. So, if you have questions about AI, pop them in the comments below. Wait, I would, honest to God, buy, and I'm not weird, I'm irregular, short shirt or mug. Okay, so, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Sam. I think if you go to the store of my channel, there's a t-shirt, a tote bag. There's a men's t-shirt, a woman's t-shirt, and a tote bag in there from Printful. I had those products in my TikTok live, but then turns out one of the rules is if you have products for sale in your TikTok live, you have to show them and talk about them the whole fucking time. And so I got some sort of bitch slap warning that said, you're not doing it right. So I removed the products from the TikTok live, but I think they're still in the TikTok, or they're still in my TikTok channel store. So you should be able to go buy them there. I'm doing them through Printful. And if they're not there, just let me know, and I'll just I'll find another way to set up a store other than here on TikTok. But I think they're actually live now. And I think Silver Fox is in here. Silver Fox ordered one, and then I accidentally canceled her order on Printful because I thought TikTok had screwed something up, but I just didn't know where to look. And then I couldn't reinstate it, so I had to manually fulfill. It was a fucking nightmare. Anyway, so go check there, and if it doesn't work, let me know, and I'll fix that stuff. Anyway. So let me get this straight. An old guy couldn't figure out some technology? Yeah, screw you, you young people with your brains and your mental acuity. Must be nice. All right. They're just insufferable, those young people, aren't they? Get off my lawn. In my day, we had to have our computer call up another computer and talk to it. It's true. It's true. So if you have questions about AI, pop them in the comments below. I'm going to start the question answering session of the evening, the portion of the evening right now, right after a lovely sip of Rocky Mountain tap water. You could bottle that and sell it. All right. Pretty sure someone has. All right. They're called the Coors Company, okay? Molson Coors. You understand there, Skippy? All right. Kyle's highly qualified AI infotainment expert. I can't even remember what my line was. Dragonfly up to level 13. Holy crap. They're leveling up in here. The irregulars are leveling up. They're going to attain a level of enlightenment that you only dream to hit. I'm finding this shirt a little hard to read against. Should I go change it? I think I should. But Kyle, can I make money with it? Oh, you can. You can.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
You can make money with ChatGPT. If you buy my lovely little system. My system that will teach you how to make money with ChatGPT. It's just $19.95 a day for the next 300 days. See, there's the money. There it comes in. Make it rain. Winston, make it. Oh, Winston hit level 13. Leveling up. I like it. I like it. All right. Marla, I love how AI is assisting radiologists in finding cancers. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And how AlphaFold found like 400,000 proteins in a few days or a few weeks, or in like 2 days or 2 weeks, some crazy amount of time. Where it's taking them like 6 months to do 1 or 2. It's just nuts. It's nuts, I tell you. It's nuts. Bubbles, my favorite irregularities. We're here. All right. Can AI play deflected music? I don't know what deflected music is. Can it play music? Can it write music? Yes. There's a cool site called, or not a site, a service that's on Discord called Suno. I've showed it in here a couple of times, but basically you write lyrics. So this is it's suno.ai, I think. And then you go to the beta site is on Discord. And so if you haven't seen Discord, this is Discord. You got like a lot of different servers here. These are the different communities basically. And then within a community, like here's the Suno community. You have all these places where you can chat and ask questions and blah, blah, blah. And in this case, you can make music. And so what you do is you go into one of these chirp channels, and I sit alone in front of my screen composing lines of code, a digital dream. That's got some ChatGPT written all over it. That was awful. All right, let's do this one.
In the heart of Hong Kong, black rain did pour on the Gold Coast shores, tales of yore.
Very good. This very nice, early 60s folk. That was awesome. Oh my God.
In Rio we wander a land so new, lost in translation with so much to review.
So what this is doing is it's writing the music, it's generating the image behind the lyrics, it's synthesizing the voice, writing the melody, having it sing the melody with the voice. So it's pretty something. I don't know if that's deflected music in however that translates, but Tobias is here. Welcome, Tobias. I hope you got the extra large grip on the phone tonight. Tobias and OK Farmer are communicating to each other through the AI Learning Lab, which I think is cute, very cute. It's fantastic. You're not late, Emilio's wife. I just started. Da-da-da, I didn't realize Perplexity was Llama 2. So it's not. So what's going on with that is if you go to perplexity.ai, that's just normal Perplexity where you can, do research and shit like that. But labs.perplexity is their hosting of Meta's Code Llama and then the 3 flavors of Llama 2. Which is good. It's a nice service that you don't have to go install that on your own virtual machines or whatever. So speaking of Llama 2, Winston solid in there with the llama. When I mention Llama 2, boom. Winston, he's always there. He's consistent. He shows up with a llama when I mention it. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. All right, let's go. What was that video I was watching? That looked disturbing. Does music play backwards at high speeds? What? Oh, because it's a time travel thing, I guess. Good Lord. What do I watch? What do I do when I leave you people? It's not good. It's not good. It's not good, I tell you. It's not good. It's not good. It is not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. What I do on my own time is not good. Time here better. Time here better. Time here better. Team here better. Better. Hey, better. Oh, that's what we call Chat ADD. Welcome to the Chat ADD channel. Maybe I should change it to that. I think this would be a hit. The Chat ADD channel. AI Learning Lab. Fuck learning. Let's just go fucking nuts and just squirrel. A squirrel a minute here at Chat ADD. All right, you haven't even changed your snazzy shirt yet. I know. I really should, shouldn't I? What site is this again? Which one was I showing? Oh, Suno. The music one is suno.ai. Let me confirm that it's .ai. Hold, please. Hold. Suno. Yeah, suno.ai will take you to a thing that says try the beta in Discord. And then it'll pop you over to Discord and you're like, wait, what's Discord? Wasn't I at a website? Why am I at a site called Discord? Isn't this what my kids use to talk to their buddies when they're gaming? What is going on with my life? Yeah, it's one of those. So, yes. We all swear. Exactly, Omar Domey. I agree. We all swear. It's just some of us hide it better than others. And it doesn't really fucking matter. Like, who decided which words were bad? Someone. We just made this shit up anyway. You know, we made all the words up, right? All of them. We all made them up. And we just agreed to say them again and again. So, does it matter? No. These AI things are large language models. So are we. Fuck's a word. I saw that one this evening. Blocked it. Look close at the double L's. Great. Howdy from Portland. Hello, Rebecca Johnson. Was shaking. Was going down. I would, honest to God, buy the I'm Not Weird t-shirts. Cool. Go tell me if they're there. They might be. I think they are. I feel too new. How could I ever catch up? Okay. Talent Ted. Oh! I'm going to go 10 out of 10 on the name. Talent_Ted. Talented. Huh? That's fucking solid. Solid name. I agree. You do have talent. I assume your name is Ted, and you're talented. You're talented. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, here's the deal, Talented. God damn, that's a good name. It makes me smile. Names that just make me smile are chef's kiss. Okay. You're not too far behind. You're not too far behind. Here's the deal. See all that? See those things? You're like, oh my God, Kyle learned all those things, and all the other people in here know all those things, and then he learned all those things, and then he learned all those things, and then if you go to Futurepedia, there's like 4,000 things, and like all these people know all these 4,000 things. Here's the secret, Ted. Nobody fucking knows shit. No one knows shit. The people that are doing this
You can make money with ChatGPT.
are full of shit. Anyone right now who says they know anything about this stuff is full of shit. Any of them. Here's what's going on with this stuff. These things, as sexy as they are, ChatGPT's been around since November of 2022, so last year, 9 months ago. All these things are different flavors of this thing that's 9 months old. All of these things are brand new. Now, AI and machine learning has been around for decades, and the foundation sitting underneath these things has been around since 2017, the transformer model that makes all this possible. So the underlying tech's been around for a while, but all this stuff that everyone's like, oh, you got to go play with AI. Hey, AI's fantastic. You got to do it. Have you played with AI? Have you gone with ChatGPT? Have you gone to ChatGTP? Have you... all them? No one knows what they're talking about. Because every 3 months, these things change. And this fall, we're probably going to see Google's going to come out with a thing called Gemini that's probably going to blow some of this shit out of the water. Probably the beginning of next year. ChatGPT is going to come out with GPT-5. It's going to blow all that shit out of the water. Then at some point, Apple's going to come out with their shit. That's going to blow everything else out of the water. So we're very, very, very early. Why it seems like, why it might seem like you feel behind is like, but everyone's talking about it. What's going on? What's happening? Why am I so behind? Because, so back in 1994, when I stumbled upon this thing called the World Wide Web, and I'm like, oh, this thing's really cool. And I started building websites, and then we built them for companies, and we started this company called agency.com, and it was all super exciting. The World Wide Web, to get to 100 million user base, 100 million users on the World Wide Web, and that's, multiple companies, multiple websites, right? First website we built was the Sports Illustrated swimsuit video website. That was insane. We predicted that it would crash Time Inc. servers, and it did. The tech boys didn't believe us. It took 6 years for the World Wide Web to get from a standing start to 100 million users. 6 years. So you had a decently long ramp up till it got really frothy. ChatGPT got to 100 million users in 6 weeks. 6 weeks. 100 million users. So the reason all these companies, all of a sudden, it seems like just out of nowhere, all these companies have all this technology that's just like sort of materializing into the. They've been working on this shit for years. Thank you very much for the Crown Royale. And so the fact that ChatGPT got so popular so quickly, it forced Google out of the shadows. It forced Meta out of the shadows. Meta basically said, okay, we'll never say the word metaverse again, even though it's the name of our company now. It's all about AI. And in fact, here's our free models you can go play with. So here's what you do, talented. Take your talents and just go here. Just go to chat.openai.com. And if you don't quite know what to do there, go to this document, prompts.chat. It's very basic. There's some primers in there that talk to you about what these things are and how to prompt. And it's a big, long list of little personas where you can tell ChatGPT to act like a screenwriter or a business consultant or a mathematician or whatever it is. It'll just give you some ideas of what you can do in there. And just start playing. Just go start playing right now. The best thing you can do over the next 3 to 6 months is just play and figure out little projects you've got at home where you're like, I wonder if I could do that with ChatGPT, and just go try it. Just go play. Or if you're into the image stuff, go play with some of the image tools. Midjourney or Ideogram is really easy. Ideogram's very basic right now, and you can go make cool artwork like all this cool shit. All this was made in Ideogram. Just go start playing. Just start getting your head around what these tools make possible. And that will serve you. As I said last night, I didn't mean for it to be as smart-assy as it was, but I think I was a little salty on someone who was being a little pissy. I said, dick around with AI. It will serve you. And just really think of it like that. Don't think like you need to learn AI. You need to master prompt engineering. No, bullshit. Just go play. Just go play. Start solving problems. Start figuring out what it's good at, what it's not good at. And good things will happen. All right. And 10 out of 10 on the name makes me very happy. Talented. Come on, people. You irregulars should appreciate that. I know you do. Are we here? What's happening? Tap the screen if you can hear me. I'm wondering if I glitched out. Okay, we're still here. Great. Thank you. And TikTok, of course, jumped me to the bottom. So here's the deal, people. If you're new here, I do try to answer all the questions, so I get very far behind, and that happens. So, and then occasionally TikTok will jump me to the bottom, and I get lost, and then I scroll up and try to find them again. All right. So I think I found my place. Not quite. Shit, she says, great jobs, and your fast fingers. Hell yeah. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but it sounds like you're having a good time. Can't log on to Irregular's channel on Discord. Firefly, but you were in there before, weren't you? Is something going on with with ye olde Discord. AI Lab Irregulars. You're in there, Firefly. Can't log in. Try quitting Discord and restarting. So Discord's just like basically just like a website. So sometimes it'll just get fucked up. Just try quitting and restarting. That should do it. If you had to predict 5 AI jobs for non-programmers and non-coders, what would it be? That's a really good question. John, Jason, Cockerum. 5 AI jobs for non-programmers and non-coders. I don't know that it's going to be AI jobs. Here's the deal. I know AI is going to be, it's going to get incorporated into almost every tool we use. So just like the internet is ubiquitous right now, it's kind of everywhere. It's like if you asked right now, what kind of internet jobs, what are the top 5 internet jobs? It's kind of a weird question because the internet's everywhere, right? Like you could be a writer and you're going to use the internet. You could be an accountant and you're going to use the internet. You could be a gas station, owner and you're going to use the internet, right? So the internet is this ubiquitous thing. That's going to happen with these generative AI tools where ChatGPT is going to get rolled into Office 365. So it's going to be in Microsoft Word. It's going to be in Excel. It's going to be in Windows. It's already in GitHub's Copilot. It's going to be in all the Azure cloud services. So that's just Microsoft. Then it's going to be inside all the Google Docs, all that sort of stuff. If you specifically want to be in AI, short term, I think prompt engineer is the kind of sexy thing. Everyone's like, oh, you got to get good at prompting, and prompting's going to be really important. And prompt engineers can make $900,000 a year, and blah blah blah, or 300,000, whatever it was, some ridiculous amount of money. I think that's going to be relatively short-lived because the tools, even though they're kind of janky pieces of shit right now, these tools are going to get better and better and better at prompting themselves. In fact, Ethan Mullock, who's a Wharton Business School professor, put out an article today that they did a test and ChatGPT prompt writers were better than human prompt writers. So they did a whole study, and the humans lost to the ChatGPT prompt writing in terms of getting quality results out of ChatGPT. But if you've got a good facility with language, and you can get these tools to give you what you want predictably, that's going to be in demand for some amount of time. There's another TikToker here on TikTok. That's why we call them a TikToker. You get it? Because they're on TikTok. I'm tired. Named Rachel Woods, and she's got a group called the AI Exchange and a newsletter. And one of the things she's really big on right now is something called AI operations or AI ops. And so that's basically people that know the technology and can figure out, okay, if I want to do images, here's my choice for images. Here's how I might, organize my prompt library. I'm either going to do that in Trello, or I'm going to do it in a database, or I'm going to do it through a Google form, or whatever it might be. And then here's all the ChatGPT models. And if we need to do something secure, here's how we're going to do that. That likely will have a technical component to it, but if you're really good at project management and organizing shit, just organizing what tools are available and worth the time of the organization to put any time into learning, that's going to be a whole thing. So that's 2, sort of the prompt writing, and that. I would say what's more likely going to serve you in the workforce is being AI literate and good at what you do. Like, so if you're a project manager, learn how these tools can amplify your project management skills and make you faster, make you more efficient, make you better, come up with new systems. If you're a writer, figure out how to do writing more efficiently. If you're a marketing person or a social media person, these things, think of it like this. What ChatGPT is, especially if you're a non-technical person, what ChatGPT represents is not so much its AI can do everything. It's more like this. This is a tool that you, using your skills, this tool will amplify your skills. So take the thing you're really good at, get AI literate around it, and start to learn how to use these tools to do your job, and then just tell the fucking world, tell everyone. Put it on LinkedIn. Hey, I just played around with ChatGPT, and I'm really good at project management, and I had it do this, and here's what I learned. It was horrible at this. It was great at this. It was sort of medium okay. It doesn't fucking matter. Just start talking about it. Just start putting it out there. And you're like, well, Kyle, people are going to think I'm a weirdo if I talk about AI because all my friends think AI is stealing. And fuck them. Ignore them. They will come knocking on your door when they get fired from their job because AI took it. And it wasn't that AI took it. It was that someone using AI took it. So get AI literate and start talking about it, because what's going to happen is someone in your life will go, I got to figure out this AI stuff. What do I do? Oh, John Jason Cockrum's been talking about that on the TikTok. I need to see John Jason Cockrum right now. Get him in my office. Hello, John Jason. I've heard a lot of good things about you. Be the guy that asshole boss calls into his office and says, help me figure some shit out there, boy. Be that guy. You know the thing, you're not that guy. You are that guy. If you choose to get curious about this stuff and start exploring it and start figuring out how do you take what you're good at, what you're passionate about, where you have aptitude, and start amplifying it with these tools. That's where the magic is. That's where
You can make money with ChatGPT.
why this is a joke is that it isn't about ChatGPT. ChatGPT is just a tool. Let me say that again. ChatGPT is just a tool.
Make money with ChatGPT.
I got too excited. I said it twice. It's just a tool. How do you make money with ChatGPT? The same way you make money with Photoshop. The same way you make money with Microsoft Word. The same way you make money with a shovel. You figure out something to do that's valuable enough that people will give you money for it. And then you use the tool to do it. You don't have to be technical. You don't have to be brilliant. It ain't about the tool. It's about the person behind it. That's you. All right. I'll get off my soapbox now. So I don't know if I answered your question. I mean, I think there are some specific AI jobs, but what's going to happen is as AI gets ubiquitous throughout business, which it is over the next year, maybe two, it's going to be this ubiquitous tool where there's just going to be a new requirement layer. Like right now, someone doesn't say, I'm looking for a copywriter and they must have internet skills. They must be able to log into the internet and click on hyperlinks, if you know what those are. Oh my goodness. And you must be able to surf from website to website, right? That's no longer a requirement. Why? Because that's all we do. It's like the phone is this, the web is this, all of our applications are this. They're all connected to the internet. It's just there. So as these things start to be incorporated, there's just going to be an expectation that you know how to use this, right? Oh yeah. And what's the job? I don't know. The job's going to be whatever the job is. Now, some jobs are going to transform dramatically. And what you want to be is someone who understands that particular job well enough to understand how it's going to change before everyone else does so that you can be the one they choose. That's what I think the secret's going to be in all of us sort of managing through these transitions that are coming. The CA policy is going to drive me into this mainstream like the university system did with the internet. Which CA policy? The California policy, Brother 52? Where Gavin Newsom said they're going to be studying all this stuff. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Is there a job for business analyst in AI? So Cash Khan, let's go look at something. There is, but here's what I would strongly recommend, if I were you, go pay the $20 to ChatGPT. I'm not making a commission on that. If for you, those of you that are cynical in here going, oh, he's just telling him to go sign up so he gets his commission. Thank you, Casillas. Or Casellas. Thank you for the heart. I don't have any commission going with OpenAI, though they should pay me. This channel's like a giant fucking ad for them. It really is. It's like I don't take any ADD meds, but if I did, this would be like a commercial. No, this actually wouldn't be good because I don't take them. Is why it's Chat ADD. But whatever. It would be a good ADD commercial and it'd be a good ChatGPT commercial. If you know business analysis and data analysis, ChatGPT has this thing called Advanced Data Analysis. This used to be called Code Interpreter, if you've heard of that. If you click on this thing, what this does is fucking remarkable. So, to be a business analyst, you need to probably talk to data analysts and things like that and understand what are the trends in the business, what are the trends in the industry, all that sort of stuff, right? Well, you now have a tool that is a full-on data analyst and frankly a business analyst as well. But if you can get good at wielding this tool before other people get good at wielding this tool, the chances are very good that you can find some work doing this because you're going to be able to do things much quicker than other people. All right, so I'm going to go grab, let's see, archive. Did I grab 5 last night or 6? Let me grab 6. I don't know what this data is. So I just grabbed a zip file. So when you go into advanced data analysis, you hit the upload button, you upload some piece of data. This could be a PDF, it could be a CSV. In this case, it's a zip file. And I'm just going to ask it, tell me what's in this zip file, examine the data, and share what's interesting about it. So, what this thing is now going to go do is write its own Python code to go unzip that file so you can open this little work thing. So it wrote its own Python code here. It opened it up. It says this is Spotify data. Okay, great. And now it is, let's go look at this. Let's see, what did it do here? It imported pandas as PD. It imported the pandas library. It did a read on the CSV. It pulled some data out of the CSV. And then it said, I've got another thing going on here. But anyway, it found a bunch of content here. I got to go turn something off. Hang on. I've got custom instructions set, which are set for this thing to act like an idiot. Hang on. Let me start this over so I don't have it acting like an idiot right now. I have my ChatGPT set to be a bumbling ass. A bumbling ass, I tell ya. That's fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. You've won a new car, you big fat dodo. All right, let's see. What did I say? Open this zip file, examine the CSV inside, and tell me what's interesting about the data. All right, so we're going to have it do it again. Oh, is it still uploading? Come on. Come on, ChatGPT. You can do it. You can do it. Come on, Xfinity. There we go. All right, first I'll unzip the file and look at its contents. So it's unzipping. The zip file contains a single CSV named Spotify data. Let's load this CSV and take an initial look at the first few rows. I wonder if it did the same thing it did before. Did it load pandas? Probably. Yep. Got the stuff. Here's some of the columns. So that doesn't tell us what's interesting about it. Let's see if it actually tells us what's interesting about it. Now notice, this is all doing this without me initiating much. So code interpreter or advanced data analysis is actually prompting itself to accomplish the goal that I gave it. So this is an example of an autonomous agent. They were talking about autonomous agents like AutoGPT and Baby AGI 6 months or so ago. It was all the rage, and they didn't quite work right. So this is an autonomous agent sitting within ChatGPT if you pay your $20 for it. So what does it say here? It says, next I'll conduct exploratory data analysis to uncover some of the interesting insights within the data. I mean, anyone else fucking mind blown here? Like, tap a heart or something, or throw a something somewhere. Like, this is remarkable. So basic stats, the track's popularities range from 0 to 100 with a median popularity of 15. Most tracks in the data set were released between 2000 and 2023. The danceability of tracks varies. The average energy varies. The data set spans certain tracks. Unique entries, most popular tracks, genre distribution. Let's see. Are there any interesting relationships between the data that would be non-obvious to someone looking at this CSV? To uncover the non-obvious relationships, we can perform a correlation analysis. I don't fucking know what that is, but things correlate, and they're going to analyze that. So I assume that's what that means. This is Mansplaining as a Service 101. Welcome to Chat ADD. We're going to do some correlation analysis. For instance, one might wonder if tracks with higher energy tend to be louder, or if popular tracks tend to have higher danceability. Let's compute. Energy and loudness, 0.78. There is a strong positive correlation between energy and loudness. Energy and acousticness. There is a strong negative correlation between energy and acousticness. This is doing full-on analysis. So now we say, please visualize your insights in a visually stunning way. And so what it's going to do now is it's going to take some of that data and it's going to make us charts and graphs, charts and graphs and charts and graphs and charts and graphs and charts and graphs. Heat map of the strong correlation, scatter plots for top correlations, genre distribution. So it's going to make us 3 charts. Now, I don't know shit about, and this is that thing of like the positive and negative correlations. So it made the red is positive, the blue is negative. So basically, energy and loudness are strongly correlated. Energy and loudness are strongly coordinated, and then acousticness is negative, right? So you can just see visually that songs that are acoustic tend to be a little quieter. Little James Taylor for your lovely evening. It's Friday night. Let's get some vibes going here. I'm a candy man, yeah. Or handyman, sorry. Candyman was what's his name? Right? Ain't that cool? That's code interpreter or advanced data analysis. So the answer, is there a job for a business analyst in AI? Yes, but not the traditional business analyst. Well, I mean, yes, there are jobs for traditional business analysts today, but very, very quickly, because of technology like this, CEOs and managers and executives are going to be like, I need someone who knows how to do this shit and teach me how to do it. I need it quick. I need insights quick. We got investors coming to lunch. I got to be able to talk like I know what I'm talking about. What the hell's going on in my business? Who can tell me that? Sir, I can. I could use ChatGPT. I don't care what the hell tool you use. Can you tell me by lunch? Yes, sir. Okay, go do it. There, you got a job. I don't know why my CEOs are all clueless idiots, but I guess I'm a CEO, so I know from whence I speak. I am now the proud owner of an irregular shirt. Awesome, Sam. Did it work? Awesome. That's super cool. Here's my commitment to you, Sam. If I have somehow screwed something up where I won't delete anything over on the Printful side, but I'll make sure it's all good there. If anything screws up, I'll make sure to make you whole. But awesome. That's fantastic. Great. Yeah, by the way, what Sam just bought, so the folks that come in here regularly are called the irregulars. And so one night I was showing the ideogram thing and how it worked. And so we put in, I'm not weird, I'm irregular, and made this little graphic. And then people said, oh, that should be on a t-shirt, because it does look like a t-shirt graphic. So there's a tote that's available, a t-shirt, a women's t-shirt and a men's t-shirt. Those are in my shop. So awesome. I'm glad they're there. So that's the art that's on it. So that's great. What was I going to say? I'll also be making other shirts. Like I'm going to be doing
You can make money with ChatGPT.
I'm going to be doing that. I'll do an AI Learning Lab one. There's one or two other ideas I had that I'll do. So I'm going to put them up there. I'm also going to talk to Tobias, who's a t-shirt dude or a print dude and knows some of this stuff. So might be working with him as well. So that's super cool. I like it. Thank you very much. That's really awesome. Okay, listening to AI Learning Lab makes working during the day in Oz enjoyable. Oh, Omar, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's like if anyone walks by your computer, I assume you're listening on your headphones. Here's some yank just cussing away. These goddamn kids these days. It's like, what are you listening to, Omar? I don't want to talk about it right now. Amazon putting a tag name AI generated on books that are made by AI. Oh, that's interesting. That's not going to last that long, I don't think. I mean, here's what that's good for. So I guarantee you right now, because this is possible, you could take someone could write a simple little Python script. Yeah, life's tough. It's tougher when you're stupid. I'm getting close. I'm getting close to getting it in before the hat disappears. There are companies right now that have written little Python scripts that generate like 100,000 books a week and publish them on Amazon. That kind of stuff, I think, marking as AI generated is good. We're going to quickly sort of flash through this phase of if it was generated by AI, it's bad. We're going to move into a phase where these tools are going to be ubiquitous throughout Microsoft Word and the tools we use. And the workflow isn't going to be click a button, make a book. The workflow is going to be, oh, I have an idea for a book. Click a button, make an outline. Let me go edit the outline. Yeah, that's good. Let me do this. Let me move this around. I think that's good. Hey, ChatGPT, tell me if this outline sucks. Is there any way to improve it? Yeah, you could move this here and do that, and you could add this. Oh, that's a good idea. Let me do that. All right, let me see. Chapter 1. I could write it myself, or fuck it. ChatGPT, write me chapter 1. Oh, it did it wrong. It did it completely wrong. ChatGPT, your chapter 1 sucks. Could you do it this time as if you had talent? And so we're going to have lots of back and forth between the AI and the human. And so it's not going to be at all clear that any given piece of work is purely AI generated. I think very few of them will, except for these farms that just pound out, hundreds of thousands of things. Champ must have eaten something odd, because it's not very pleasant in here right now. Champy, what are you doing? Don't wag your tail at me. Don't wag your tail at me. You little gassy? Huh? You little gassy? He's cute, but good Lord. What are the best resources for noobs? So, let's see. Best resources. I mean, seriously, honestly, just go there. Just start playing with ChatGPT. Just start to understand what these tools are, what they make possible. It depends how technical you are. So if you're not technical, just you can find people on TikTok or YouTube that don't annoy you. So I'm sure some people are flicking through the thing and they see me and they're like, oh, good God, and just keep blasting on by. So you want to find someone who you can stand the sound of your voice, because if you want to start learning from someone, right? So find someone who doesn't bug you, that's got good stuff. I'm trying to think what else. I use Twitter a fair amount. So here's an interesting trick on Twitter is I'll find someone that I like what they're writing about AI, or someone like Ethan Mullick, who's just fucking brilliant. Everything he writes is insightful. And then go to Ethan Mullick's Twitter page, and he's got his followers, but he also has who he's following. So one of the tricks that I'll do is I'll go to someone I respect, and then I scroll through who they're following, and then I follow some of those people. And then if I find someone in there I really like, I follow who they're following, and I'll just sort of go down that chain for a bit. And you can really quickly change your Twitter feed into stuff that you're interested in. So if you're super into keeping up with these art generation programs like Ideogram and Midjourney and Stable Diffusion and all that shit, and you want to follow the artists, you can very quickly transform your Twitter feed into that, or make lists of people that you're following. And then you can have one list for artists, one list for news, one list for business applications. And then just start dicking around. I know it sounds ridiculous. Well, what do you mean just start dicking around? I mean, start dicking around, because it doesn't matter what you build right now. It doesn't matter what you learn right now. It's all changing. What matters is that you get into your head, holy shit, these things are deep and profound and powerful. And you start to understand, oh, I can ask it to do this and it'll do it, or I can ask it to do that and it won't do it. And if I can find something else that can do that, then that's going to be good, because then I could use this for this and some other tool for that. I could combine those, and maybe I could do something that other people can't. So start thinking critically about the problems you're trying to solve in your personal life and your business life, and then how can you use these tools to solve them, I think is the best resource. I mean, here's the one thing I know is I did this in 1994. I started a group called the World Wide Web Artists Consortium, where I just said, anyone who's interested in this web stuff, like, show up, let's meet. I think we met twice a week. Or twice a month. We met the first and third Wednesday of the month, as I recall. And we did it, for years. And what did we learn? Well, no one knew anything. Like, I thought I was going to invite a bunch of people that knew more than I did. And because the industry was being invented at that time, everyone was trying to figure it out. That's exactly where we are with this stuff. So if you can find someone who's just slightly ahead of you, that you don't mind the sound of their voice, and you can follow their thing, like, you can go look at my channel. My channel is full of videos just explaining shit that I've learned and shit that I've found along the way. There's other channels out there like that. So just go find people that you're into. And then really the most important thing is get curious and get adventurous. Just start adventuring into these rabbit holes. And at some point, Talon Ted, fucking love it, you're going to have this Kevin McAllister moment. You're going to have this moment. And you're going to say, holy shit, he was right. This stuff's fucking nuts. But surely it can't do what I do. Oh my God, it can do what I do. Oh no, what do I do? Keep learning. Just keep playing. Keep digging. Don't get discouraged. Let the adrenaline carry you as far as you can, as it will. And then just keep going anyway. Even if you're like, well, I'm kind of bored of AI now. Just stay in it. One of the reasons I do these things every fucking night, I was tired tonight. I didn't want to do it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do it. Why? Because, well, two things. We will never get this chance in history again. This is an incredibly rarefied moment in history where you get to be at the birth of something as profound as this that is literally going to change how we work. It's going to change everything about what we do. Any job that is in any way computer mediated is going to change. So one thing is, I want to be a part of this because I know, I've been through this before. You never get to go back to the beginning. It's only the beginning once. And that's fucking magical. And the other thing is just the stuff's changing so fast that anything that you do now, you're going to throw out the little tactical bits, but what you're going to retain is the critical insights for how to think about what these tools do and how they behave. And then as they get more sophisticated, you're going to be one of the people that goes, I know exactly what to do with this improvement. I know why this is improvements here. I know what to do with it now. Holy shit, I'm going to start a new business. Or holy shit, I'm going to take this to the CEO because this is what he's been asking for. You have to be in the game when this shit shows up. And when it does, it's like fucking crack. I'm telling you, man, it's very addictive. Very, very addictive. Okay, Firefly is into the Discord. Awesome. We need to figure out a way to subsidize the cost in the same way social media has been for 15 years. Subsidize the cost of what? Of this AI stuff? I think this is going to be subsidized. I think Bing is going to be free forever. I don't think that's going to become a pay service. Microsoft's making their money selling software, right? There's Microsoft is going to be charging $30 per person per seat for ChatGPT to be rolled into Office 365. So they're fine. They're going to make money like that. I think Google's going to do the same thing. They're both charging $30 a month per seat for AI-powered Office suite. So that's going to afford them the ability to give the tools away for free. I think one thing that is going to have to be subsidized is if the impact on jobs is as dramatic as a lot of people are saying it is, there's going to be a gap. So right now we've got all these jobs, right? And we have all this output of the jobs, right? That's your economy. People do this amount of work and this amount of money's there. And there's little fluctuations here and there. But you throw into it a technology that dramatically increases productivity and decreases the need for people to do that increase. That gap that's created, that's going to be fucking painful. And is that 10,000 jobs or 10 million jobs? And is it 10 million jobs over 10 years or over a year and a half? Because those are very different scenarios. So as this happens, because of these tools, something's going to have to be done. The subsidies, the PE firms out there are going to look at this and go, fucking awesome. More money in our pockets. More margin. Fire everyone. Fire everyone and replace them with AI. That's private equity's going to do that. The government and responsible companies are likely not going to do that. They're going to likely say, we got to deal with this gap. We've got to find a way to support these people, either by retaining them into the job. So we're going to keep the same level of people, but we're going to increase our output, or we're going to increase our quality, or we're going to decrease the cost to our customers and get more customers, whatever it might be. But we're going to retain this. Or we're going to have to find ways to take some of this profit and subsidize it to the people who are displaced, at least for kind of this 2 to 5 year period in between where we are now and where we're going to be in 5 years, where these things generate lots of new jobs, right? So when the steam engine came out and tractors came out, a bunch of farm employees were displaced, and some years later, they showed up in cities, at factories and things like that. There were entirely new kinds of jobs created that weren't even imaginable before that technology. Same shit's going to happen here. But that 2 to 5 year gap where this happens and these people are displaced, that could potentially be very painful. So Sam Altman, his second company, so his first one is ChatGPT, OpenAI. His second company is called WorldCoin, and it's got 3 components to it. It's got WorldCoin, which is a cryptocurrency. That becomes important for this equation. It's got this thing called World ID, which I have one of. You have to get your iris scanned by a thing called the orb, which is creepy as fuck. But the idea behind it's really cool. I'm a verified human. You don't need to know my name, my birth date, my social security number. All it knows is that my wallet, my crypto wallet with that ID in it, is a verified, unique human being. And so you're going to be able to build entire services. Like imagine a Twitter where everyone who commented was a verified human being. That's what his technology can do. And then the third component of his platform is a payment system. So he's going to have verified people, a payment system, and a currency to be able to pay people. Now, why is that interesting? Why is that important? Tricky shit going on with OpenAI, which I think is fascinating. I think it's really interesting. So OpenAI starts as a nonprofit company, and Sam Altman, upon understanding that these transformer tools, the more GPUs and data you throw at them, the better they get. So he recognized that early on, and he said, holy shit, we got to throw as many GPUs and as much data at these large language models as possible, this transformer technology. And we can't do that as a nonprofit. So let's turn this to a for-profit entity, and let's find a partner like, say, I don't know, Microsoft. Someone who's got a lot of GPUs just sitting in network operations centers waiting to be used. And we'll go train this shit. And so they cut a deal with Microsoft. Now, when they flipped OpenAI from nonprofit to for-profit, they did it as what's called a capped for-profit, which I'd never heard of before. But the cap in the for-profit is that no investor can make more than 100x their investment. So if they put in $1 billion, they can get 100 billion out. Any money that Microsoft would have made above $100 billion, actually they put in 10, right? So $1 trillion, right? Anything that OpenAI makes above that goes back to the nonprofit, which is then going to get distributed to World ID holders using WorldCoin, using this crypto. So he's going to take the excess profit and redistribute that back to people. So he's taking the excess profit of AI productivity and redistributing that back to people who are displaced. So wild shit. Wild shit is coming. It's coming. It's coming. Now, will his thing work? Will anyone adopt it? I don't fucking know. All I know is what his intent is. And it sounds smart to me. He's basically saying there's going to be a massive amount of prosperity created because of this stuff. Where does that prosperity go? Well, if you're in America, it goes to the top 0.000000001%. And that's the way we like it. Keep the rich richer and keep the poor ones fighting amongst themselves. Yeah, go hate those people. Go hate those people. Oh, you know what? Those people are awful. You should hate them too. Just let them keep fighting. We'll just take all this excess profit for ourselves. That's the game we're playing. But is this stuff going to be so disruptive that it actually fucks that up because it's too much and there's too much displacement? Because you can't have the full unrest of the masses or, the top of the pyramid don't last that long. Anyway. All right, so I went down a rabbit hole and now I'm more than 99 messages behind. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump down to the bottom. I'm going to jump down there. Share Bear, thank you for the little heart. Appreciate that. I probably missed a bunch of questions. So if I missed your question, just feel free to ask it again. And I'm going to just jump toward the bottom and start questioning from down here. Silver Fox, good night. I don't know if that's a hello good night or good night good night. 10 o'clock Denver time and 13,000. We are now up to 31,000. Is that right? 31,000? I can't. Wait, what? Oh, 11,000. Wait, no, it's 11,000. What time? Wait, what time is it? It's 10:12. All right, because you'll miss us. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, Farmer, good night. Good night, Farmer. Good night, Farmer. Prediction, when Office 365 with AI date? Google just announced general availability of Duet, which is their Bard chat GPT thing in their Office suite. But you have to like fill out a form. Okay, I want it. And then you're supposed to get it for free for some amount of time until they charge you the $30 a person. I filled out the form on the first day and I haven't heard from them. Thank you very much, Share Bear. Very sweet. I heard, I don't know if it was just a Twitter thing. It might have just been a Twitter thing, but I heard that that the Microsoft stuff was going slower than they wanted it to, and I heard it was going to be like first of the year for Office 365 to have this, but Microsoft got the sweet taste of fucking with Google, right? They launched ChatGPT. They announced their $10 billion investment. ChatGPT takes off to the moon, and Google all of a sudden is having red alert meetings and panicking and going, "We've got AI too. We've got AI too. What do we do?" So Microsoft loved that. So there's a couple of things happening right now. Google's, some of the stuff that they've announced, like their style drop image copying tool, like their style image copying thing, really good. Bard no longer sucks. Like Bard is at the adults table here in my list. They're working on this thing called Gemini, which is the replacement for whatever's underneath Bard right now. The whatever those are called. I forget what they're called. It doesn't fucking matter. Palm 2 models. So the bear is starting to wake up, right? The Google bear is starting to wake up, and they're probably pretty pissed off. They at a minimum lost a bunch of PR battles, right? And probably lost some money somewhere along the way. So you got that. And now you've got Google announces general availability of Duet. I tend to think that these things don't happen in a vacuum, right? So the fact that Google didn't just release it and give it to everyone says to me that they're having to slowly roll it out because it's probably not quite ready for prime time, but they wanted to make an announcement sooner than Microsoft. So Microsoft has already said they're going to, this thing's going to be called Copilot. They've got a video about it. It looks really sexy, but that was from back in, I don't know, March, something like that. So there's probably some pressure on Microsoft to get the shit out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it before the end of the year, but my gut's telling me Microsoft would rather be a little late with something than have it be shitty, because it's their core product, right? It's kind of the crown jewel of the empire. So I'm guessing between now and February, but we'll see. We will see. I'm using my PC today. I'm not sure I like it. It's fun. It's funny, Steve-O. I was trying to watch TikTok the other day on my desktop. I have an iMac, so it's the big screen, and I figured I would like it. There's something about just all the interface shit being all around it. It just feels messy and not good. I agree with you. I didn't like the TikTok experience on desktop. Universal basic income. Yeah, Lonnie, so here's the thing about universal basic income. First, when Andrew Yang was talking about it, back when he was, running for president, and he's like, universal basic income because of this AI stuff. I was like, I get it, but I don't get it. And then when I started playing with ChatGPT and it wrote a Python application for me in 90 minutes, I realized, oh shit, this is what he was talking about. So I don't think it's going to be a long-term necessity. I think it's going to be a similar sort of thing as the COVID disruption, where we needed to do something to sort of buoy the economy because we told everyone to stay fucking home. Like, here's my home office. This is where I was for 3 years, or 2 years. And so I think there's going to be some sort of disruption like that. So I think the universal basic income maybe becomes a stepping stone, across that chasm. But I don't think it's a long-term thing, but it'll be interesting. I hope that happens so America finally wakes up and starts a revolution and changes shit. I wouldn't be too optimistic about, America changing its stripes. The power class has successfully put us at war with each other. So we're down here fighting over scraps and calling people with, flags on their trucks jerks, and they're calling the other side, pinkos and sissies and whatever, Bud Light drinkers, whatever the hell's going on, right? They've got us successfully warring, right? That's what they want. The more we war, the less we pay attention about what they're actually doing. So that power structure is going to go down hard, right? They're going to go down swinging. They don't want to lose. Like, once they attain that, they don't want to lose that shit. But if these things, if the impact of this generative AI stuff is dramatic enough, their hands are going to be forced. They're going to have to do something. And so hopefully they do the right thing. And maybe something like OpenAI's, WorldCoin, maybe that model, proves an inspiration or something like that. So we'll see. It's fascinating times. We will increase output, giving us more junk. I don't necessarily know that that's too jaboka. I think when you use ChatGPT as just a shit spewing engine, you get shitty content. But when you use ChatGPT to do more, better work in a shorter amount of time, you actually increase the quality of the work and maybe even decrease the time, which increases efficiency. So I get that one of the risks of tools that automate everything is that you just get this crap spewing it out. But here's the reality of AI. One of the misconceptions is, the robots are making these tweets, or the robots are making this content, or the robots are making this picture, or the robots are stealing this shit. No. Human beings with intention are using these tools to do shit. And even if these tools are automated, you still have a human being going, I want you to do this shit. What my experience has been is that the people that I know that are, critically thinking and not just thinking, I need to, not these people.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
These people are going to spew out piles of garbage. But what's going to happen? I took an acting class. Well, I took many acting classes. I went to school for acting. But one of the really impactful classes I had was a Shakespearean script analysis class. And we were taught how to look at iambic pentameter, the structure of how Shakespeare wrote, and figure out where are the dramatic moments based on the structure of the text that are clues to the actor for when to act, right? And one of the things that the professor said was, if you treat every word as important, then no words are important. And it was like, oh. And so what we learned was how to look at a block of text where it just looks like all of these words, these really complicated words, and they're all really fucking important, and realize that for 5 of these lines, Shakespeare has it in perfect iambic pentameter, and in this last line, it's missing a couplet. So it was in iambic quadrameter. That line was not like the others. There's a clue. That missing spot in the text, that's a pause. That's a clue for me as an actor to just go through these words and build up to this pause, which probably means one of the words in this last line is probably more important than this other shit. So what's going to happen with the generative AI tools is the you can make money with ChatGPT crowd is going to create machines that generate piles and piles and piles of steaming shit. So there's going to be lots more content out there. Absolutely agree. And it'll be shit, just like you say. But what's going to happen? It's all going to normalize. It's all going to feel like the same thing. And you're going to be able to recognize it as, oh, that's just that crap. Right? Initially, it's going to fool us because it's going to be more sophisticated than the junk mail of today. Initially, it's going to fool us. But then all of a sudden, we're going to realize all this crap down here is crap. And what's going to happen is this. There's going to be some piece of content that rises above the noise. And it's like, oh, that's different. Why is that different? Because a human being was behind that with intention and made some really good fucking content. And someone learned how to use these tools to elevate the game. So we're going to have exactly what we have now. You have a bunch of shit out there. Most of it's not worth paying attention to. And occasionally a Billie Eilish comes along that you're just like, holy fuck, what is this? Where did she come from? Oh my God, she's amazing. How did that happen? I don't know. Some combination of her and her brother sitting in their fucking room with his fucking weird ass stacking her vocals and her little whisper voice and the fucking remarkable things is just magic. There's a humanity to it. There's a magic to it. That's going to keep happening. And it's going to happen using these tools. But it's not going to come from all the garbage generators. That's just going to become background noise. So I agree we will increase output. I agree it will give us more junk. But I disagree that that's going to be the entirety of the experience. We are going to see a renaissance, an explosion of creativity and productivity and just mind-blowing design and architecture and fashion and music and art and fucking computer programs and computer experiences. It's going to be fucking insane. And that's all going to happen up above all the bullshit. It's going to happen up here. Who's going to do that? The people that are in this channel right now that are fucking sitting here on a Friday fucking night, 90 of us, waxing philosophic about this stupid fucking AI technology, these janky pieces of shit. They're so janky that one of the irregulars made me a lovely sign. This, thank you very much, are janky pieces of shit because they're so new. Anyway, I know that was a bit of a soapbox, but scene. And we're gonna bring it down. Let's bring it down. Yeah. Welcome. Rose. ChatGPT, find a way to get rid of the person trying to fire me. Actually, you know what? Stupid Turtle. Oh, Stupid Turtle 9000. Oh, yeah, 10 out of 10 on the name. Stupid Turtle. I like turtles. Wait, this is for Stupid Turtle. Hope you're still here, Stupid Turtle. You deserve this with that kind of name.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right, you're great zombie. Good times here at the Waterfront Village. Open for the next.
What was your question? Oh, find a way to get rid of the person trying to fire me. So one of the things I've seen people use ChatGPT for is I've had a couple of people reach out to me and they say, can I use ChatGPT to tell my boss to go fuck himself while I quit without actually telling him to go fuck himself? And describe to me, like here are the shitty ways I was treated, and and what I'm really feeling right now is go fuck yourself, buddy. But I don't want to burn the bridge. And so we put it in ChatGPT and it wrote a very professional exit letter that said the shit that needed to be said, but it did it in a professional way. But yeah, if you got someone there trying to get you fired, that politics bullshit is awful. I'm working with one of our big pharma clients right now, is going through some shit that's just it's ugly. It's ugly. And unfortunately, like, the ugliness impacts us. We're a small business working with a big pharma, so, it impacts us, but it must be miserable to work in an environment where it's just, that shit's going on. So I feel for you. I mean, what I would say is, don't be a stupid Turtle 9000. Be a smart Turtle 9000, and start playing with these AI tools if you're not already doing it. If you're not, if I were you, and that's a real risk on the table, I would be getting as AI literate as possible, as fast as possible, just so that, and start talking about it. Start talking about it on LinkedIn. Start talking about it at dinner parties. Tell your friends about it. Tell your family about it. But they think I'm weird. Let them think you're weird. Just put it out there. Put it out there. Put it out there. Because at some point you're going to put it out there and someone's going to go, oh, I just played with ChatGPT too. I had an idea. Oh, that's a good idea. I had this idea. Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, do you want to start something together? That's how fucking companies start. Because someone had a stupid fucking idea and someone else had another stupid fucking idea, and they're like, you're not an asshole. Oh, you're not an asshole. That's kind of a good idea. That's kind of a good idea. What if we talk together? Oh, now we made a new idea. Want to start a company? I never did start a company before. Me neither. Let's do it. Whee! That's entrepreneurship. So that could be a path. This is good advice. This is good advice from Cocklaw. Stupid Turtle 9000, use ChatGPT and steal his job. I like it. That's solid. Oh, joy, that would be lovely. Eric Michael, if we let them replace us with AI... Wait. If we let them... if we let them replace us with AI, they will. But if we revolt, they will try to keep stability. I don't know that we need to revolt. I don't think they can. Yeah, I guess you're supporting what I was saying. Like, they're going to absolutely want to maintain stability. So if these tools really do create this massive gap where less people are needed and more productivity's there, they're going to have to find a way to funnel off some of that money and get it down there, or people will revolt. So it's going to be interesting to see how quickly it happens, when it happens, if it happens, all that sort of happy horse shit. But, these are all all the stuff that we're talking about these are the raw materials for all the sci-fi movies of, like, the robots are going to kill us. All that trope. Basic income, a class of people will be paid to consume. Yep. I think that's right. But here's the interesting thing. What's your name? Edonymic. Wait, Edo Minic. Edo Minic 007. Cool name, hard to say. I think on the surface you're right that people will be paid to consume, which basically means here's enough money to buy the shit. If we've got more productivity, but people don't have money to buy the shit, then there's no demand and prices fall and the whole thing fucking collapses, right? And they want stability. They don't want that. So they're going to have to find a way to get some of this money back into the system so it comes back up here to buy the products to keep the thing semi-fucking stable. But I think one of the tropes in modern politics is that if you give people money, they're just lazy fuckers who just take the money and sit around and do nothing. I think that's a very small amount of people. I think most people want to contribute in some way. So some percentage of the people are just going to consume. They're going to take the money and fucking party and woo, party on Wayne, party on Garth. Let's just fucking hang out. But there's going to be a decent percentage of the people that look at these tools and start playing with these tools and start mastering these tools in ways that are powerful enough that they either start their own company or they create collectives of people using these tools to do really interesting things in their community, and all of a sudden it becomes a business or a nonprofit or something like that. I think we're going to see productivity emerge out of the depths of that gap that's created. I think you're going to see innovation start to boil down here. That's going to start popping really interesting innovations up out of the morass. So I think on the surface, what you wrote there, it's certainly how it will be positioned. If we give them money, we're just paying them to consume, and they're just going to sit around and do nothing. I don't think they're all going to do that. Everyone now has the same superpowers sitting in their hands. These are humanity amplifiers. So if people are given an amplifier, and it's actually, they don't need to spend the next 4 years getting good at a skill. With AI, they can spend the next 2 months getting good at a skill. And then all of a sudden, they're doing something that they never imagined that they would be doing. And then someone else is doing that too. And then they get together. And then 4 of them get together. And then 8 of them get together. I think we're going to start to see some interesting things coming out of the primordial soup. They will do as much as they can to get away with, like all owners. I understand your bitterness, Eric. Not all owners are PE firms. The PE firms absolutely deserve your owners' vitriol and bitterness, but not all owners are like that. There will be some percentage of owners that do the right thing. Take 100 years. Take 100 years to make over $10 trillion. Go look at some of the predictions that McKinsey's making right now. I think they've got $4.4 trillion in the next 10 years. And it wasn't $10 trillion, it was $1 trillion. Poverty dude. So if let me make sure. I'm going to do the math on this just because it's too late at night for me not to do the math on this. All right. Let's see. Where's the calculator? Yeah. So 100x. So if Microsoft puts in 10 billion into OpenAI, 100x that is $1 trillion, not $10 trillion. I don't think it's going to take 100 years to get to 10 trillion in the first place. I think it's very possible, they exceed $1 trillion. They just hit $1 billion. OpenAI did, and this stuff's going to accelerate. So we'll see. Listen, you could be right. It could be 100 years, and this is all a pipe dream. But if this stuff does move that fast and that much prosperity gap is created, then that 100x cap is not ridiculous that they would exceed it. Like, most good unicorn companies, they dramatically exceed 100x returns, right? That's why venture capital works. TikTok just jumped me to the bottom. What time is it? Do I need to go to bed? I need to go to bed, don't I? What time is it? 10:36. I'm doing okay. I started at 9. I'm like 90 minutes in. We're like 90 minutes in, and I'm putting on my little watch, put on my little olive strap. All right. He was way ahead of us. Wait, let me see. Where are we going here? Oh, there's Ann Rando's in. Welcome. Good evening, Kyle. Can't hang out too long, but wanted to say hi. Hello. Nice to see you and everybody. Likewise, nice to see you. I'm deeply in love with Claude and Major Gift Fundraising. Awesome. You got to have your crushes, right? You got to have your crushes. If Claude's your boy, Claude's your boy. What are you going to do? That's awesome. Sorry, I'm distracted. A colleague's son is playing doubles in the Open. Oh, that's super cool. Awesome. Good luck to them. I hope they win. Google equals we can lose money with ChatGPT. That's awesome. You can lose money with ChatGPT. Although, OpenAI's losing $700,000 a day, right? Which is bad, right? Yeah. Losing $700,000 a day. They're going to be bankrupt in a year. That's what was on this channel like a month ago, because some Chinese newspaper, someone somewhere wrote that. And then 2 weeks later, they announced they just hit $1 billion run rate. So $700,000 a day is like $255 million. $1 billion is more than that. So I think they're going to be here for a bit. Is there a free automation tool like Zapier? I don't think so. Free automation like Zapier. I think I might have seen IFTT. I don't think IFTT is free. IFTTT, if this then that. Make is not free. So this is Microsoft Bing telling me that these things that they say are free are not free. 8 free Zapier alternatives. It looks like there might be some, but I doubt there's going to be anything that's truly free. I guess if you're using your own API keys, there's the cost of them routing the traffic and developing the software. There may be some out there. I would imagine there's probably something on GitHub that you can install yourself. I doubt there's going to be anything that is... Here's the thing about Zapier. Why Zapier is, even though it's a pain in the ass and its interface is kind of just a clunky piece of shit, they've got 5,000 Lego blocks, right? 5,000 pre-written API. Like their partnership network is strong. So you might be able to find a free service that does automations, but if you have to write your own APIs, like just the amount of pain in the ass factor might not be worth the time. I mean, what I would say, Kavruno, is just really value your time, right? Time is the one thing you can't get back. And so if Zapier is $30 a month, or whichever level you're at, 20 or $30 a month, and you go to a free service, and that free service you end up spending 4 hours more a week just trying to make it work because it doesn't have all the same shit that Zapier did. Well, that 4 hours at, I don't know, $50 an hour, even $30 an hour, it wasn't worth your time. It would be cheaper to spend the $30 on Zapier, right? So that's how I would think about that stuff. But I know it's really frustrating right now because every fucking tool out there is like just $20 a month, just $10 a month, just $30 a month, just then before you know it, it's more than your mortgage. So we are releasing Frankenstein. The engineers don't even know what they're creating. That's correct. And Meta. See, here's the thing. OpenAI, as much as people shit on Sam Altman, at least he's aware that there's some risk, right? And he said, I'm not comfortable. We've invented some shit here at OpenAI that we will never release. He said that in an interview. And Google was sort of saying, we don't really want to release this stuff. So they're kind of keeping it behind the firewall. Meta was like, we're so far behind in this, fuck it, we'll just put it out in the world. So Meta kind of led the charge, and then Stability AI is doing the same thing, where both of them are putting out their large language models as open source with the weights, which is basically like with the secret sauce. So the cat's out of the bag, right? We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. What, they did a micro teaser? Boo. Why boo? because the video looked cool. Like if the video, let me see if I can go find it. You want to watch it? Microsoft. What's it called? Copilot 365. So that said, oh wait, let's see. Generate a 10 slide presentation from the press release. Right. So this functionality right here, where it's like they're in Microsoft Excel, it's automatically doing the analysis of the numbers. It's automatically generating the charts. That's what Code Interpreter right now is doing inside GPT-4, right? So you got to figure Microsoft has had access to the OpenAI technology. They had access to this a year and a half before they made the $1 billion announcement. Right? So they've been developing this shit for a while. So there's their Teams meeting. It scanned the transcript, and here's the key takeaways and action items from the meeting. Right. So that was, when was that? 5 months ago. So, when that comes, is it going to be as sexy as that? Is it going to do all that? I don't know. But, I'm looking at Copilot right now, the advanced data analysis inside ChatGPT. And it's essentially doing the shit that they just did with Excel right there. It's not as sexy. And it may not be as sexy when Microsoft actually launches it. This is just a promo video, but some version of that's coming. Where again, the real significant thing here is, if you think about how complicated it is to learn Excel, it takes people years to get good at Excel and get good at data analysis and get good at creating charts and graphs and all that sort of shit within Excel, right? And people are just specialized in doing that. The interface now becomes, please analyze this data and make me a pretty chart. And it will. I don't like that chart. Could you make me one with circles? Oh, do you want a pie chart? No, not a pie chart. Oh, you want a scatter chart with, the size of the circles relative to the revenue of the business unit? Yeah, that's the one. Here you go. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy. TikTok distracting on a PC versus mobile phone. He was way ahead of us. Wonder what he knows now. Yeah, just a couple of years for stabilization. What's a few $1 trillion between friends? War, so true. Why do all social media platforms try to push learning AI? I know too much about it to get involved. What? So Picante, so it sounds like if you've been doing machine learning for the past decade or so, that's so I understand why you're saying that. You understand where the weaknesses are, things like that. Here's why. Here's what's going on. And I'm not a social media platform. I'm a dude. I'm a dude that lives for, apparently, these moments in history when new technologies break through, right? I just missed it when I was in 7th grade. I got my first personal computer in math class, and I realized how powerful they were, and I realized I just missed that. And then I was there for the early days of the World Wide Web, and I got that one. I started an early agency. The internet, when I discovered the World Wide Web in 1994, Berners-Lee created it, 91 or 92? I discovered it in 94, so it was decently early. The internet had been there for decades. And I was playing with the internet like the year or two before I discovered the web, I was on Gopher servers and FTP sites and logging into libraries and logging into research centers and downloading shit and downloading it. And it was interesting. It was super cool. I was like, okay, these machines are connected. This is kind of cool. And then the World Wide Web came along and was like, click, 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 click. Ah, this is different. Click, click, click. And what happened was the internet went from a research, science, and mathematics venue to a human venue. The rest of us showed up because the interface went from command line to this, right? This is what the Mac did with the mouse. It's what the iPhone did with the, with the touch screen. It's what the World Wide Web did with the internet. ChatGPT is the equivalent of the World Wide Web for machine learning. So machine learning, yeah, it's been around for decades. It's got all these foibles. It's got all these fuck-ups. It hallucinates. It's got all that sort of shit. Why everyone's talking about it right now is that's an inflection point. That's a moment in history where November 30th, 2022, the launch of ChatGPT, nothing will ever be the same because before that time, you had to be a mathematician and a scientist and a researcher and an engineer. After that time, you could be a guy with an acting degree that says, holy shit, here's another one of those things. This is going to change everything. Are these things ready for prime time right now? Fuck no. They are janky pieces of shit built on top of imperfect underlying technology that is profoundly powerful. Profoundly powerful. Because of what they're trained on and how they're trained and what they allow us to reveal out of the knowledge that was ingested into them. So the reason so many people are talking about this stuff is that something changed last November. Something changed. What changed? The rest of us are showing up now. The rest of us can show up now without having to go to Stanford. So what that means is that your machine learning isn't going to look like your machine learning anymore because here come the artists and here come the business people and here come the copywriters and here come the administrative assistants and here come the clueless fucking CEOs that are like, I always wanted to play on internet, AI, artificial intelligence. But they can now. And are they going to fuck some shit up? Yep. And is it going to be like that lawyer that handed a legal brief to a judge and the judge says, what the fuck is this? Why do none of these case laws actually link to anything? Oh, I wrote it in ChatGPT and I didn't check my work. Yeah, we're going to see a rash of that shit. And then this technology is going to go from, not that, janky pieces of shit to sophisticated, powerful applications. Just like the World Wide Web went from a shitty little web page to the full-on infrastructure that underlies the global economy in 35 years. This is probably going to do it in 10. So that's why they're talking about it. It's a completely different audience. It's a completely different user base than what you've probably been working with. The Uniparty gets stronger and wealthier. That is true. I tagged myself laughing my ass off. So dumb. Wait, for the Ubi complainer. I don't know what that means. That was funny, though. What do you think of is the best AI investment? I have a degree in acting, buddy. You want my investment advice? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, but listen, you should, I'll tell you what you want. I'll give you my investment advice. Okay, you want my investment advice? I'll give you my investment advice. You should invest in stuff that's going to, so what you want to do, you want to buy low and you want to sell high. And you want to do it with AI. So you go to ChatGPT. See, I bought this course.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
So I bought this course, and you make money with ChatGPT. So you go to ChatGPT, and you say, hey, what AI stock should I buy low and I sell high? and then you blindly follow it. That's what I do. And look at me. Do I look somehow odd? No. I'm normal. I'm fancy. Look, I got a fancy shirt. People don't even know what these shapes are. You know what they are? They're skulls. I'm a killer. Well, I wasn't convicted, but... All right. There's your investment advice. Hope that helped. Love Billie Eilish. She's the best. Humans are going to destroy themselves unless we can... Eric, I feel like you need a hug, man. It's going to be okay. It's not that dark. Here's the deal. Eric, if you have not actively been playing with this stuff, please go do it. Because here's what I can tell you. When you look at this shit from the outside, the world feels very much like how you're describing it. Robots are going to kill us. When you start playing with these tools, what happened to me is I find it essentially impossible to describe what it is about this than is different about what it was before. But what I can tell you is, like, this is red pill, blue pill shit, where once you dig into these things and you give them the benefit of the doubt long enough to have your first Kevin McAllister moment, remember Home Alone? At some point when you're using these tools, you'll do something and it will do something back at you. like the alien thing. Where you go, holy fuck. And the minute you have that epiphany and you realize this is something different than what was before, the world feels, to me, a lot less hopeless. Because I think it's really easy to fall into the trap of demonizing and diminishing a new technology that feels threatening. And this shit is threatening as fuck on many levels. Like, fucking terrifying. I've got an 11-year-old company. Storyvine is an 11-year-old company. I look at what our value proposition is today. I look at it a year out, and there's a big piece of what we do, the value of it drops to zero. That's happening. That's like not a negotiable thing. I know it's coming. I know it's something I'm going to have to deal with as a business owner. But the more I dug into this, the more I realized, oh shit, there's some other stuff that's going to go up in value. Okay, I can handle that. If I know one part of my business is going to go down in value and another part's going to go up, well, I fucking focus on that. And maybe I can use these tools to amplify that. So, am I in control? Probably not. None of us are, right? Life's a fucking chaos machine and we're just in the fucking tumbler, right? Life's fucking shitty, but we do the best we can. So, if we know that a hurricane is a brewing off the coast of Florida, you could go, well, I don't know. I mean, hurricane's probably just going to kill us anyway. Well, you could do that, or you can go board up the windows and start preparing and get on the surfboard and start swimming out and ride the big fucking wave all the way in. That's what this channel's about. Like, it's easy to be in the cynical dark place with this stuff. I'm trying to go to the other side. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to love it. I don't give a shit if you hate it. But don't dismiss it or demonize it without using it. Like, that's my whole thing. Like, use it and then choose, oh, fuck that stuff. That I'm cool with. Signal versus noise, absolutely. Iambic pentameter, Shakespeare, Billie Eilish, up in the learning lab. Oh, yeah. Please run for president. You so don't want that. I like turtles. Exactly. We have an I like turtles, for president. Uh-huh. Exactly, but thank you for the kind sentiment. It is appreciated. That's me now. That's exciting. First, you got to get invited to the parties. You can have those stupid ideas together. You'll get invited to those, Eric. Hang out here. The irregulars will take care of you, Eric. We'll shepherd you along. It's going to be good. 1030 for Kyle and 23,000. Why am I only seeing 19,000? I'm seeing less likes than you guys have. I think TikTok is giving me weirdness. Idiocracy going to happen in real time? 2006 movie. I loved Idiocracy. Yeah. What do you mean it's going to happen in real time? We're fucking in the middle of it. Are you kidding me? The last 10 years have been nothing but a fucking... Idiocracy was a goddamn documentary for the last 10 years. We fucking, as a society, fucking took the bait like hungry carp. I mean, it's fucking staggering to me how easily we just fell into, you're an asshole. No, you're an asshole. No, you're an asshole. No, you're an asshole. We're all assholes. No, we're not all assholes. You're worse assholes than us. Oh, sure, we might be assholes, but we're proud of our assholeness. Like, what, really? Really? This is really? Is this what we want? Is anyone fucking happy? Fucking disgusting. We're in idiocracy. This is gonna... honest to God, I swear to God, these tools are going to teach us how to fucking be civil again. I think, because I'm finding it happening to me. I'm saying please and thank you more to the machine than I am to people, and it's making me realize, oh, I don't say please and thank you enough to people, because everyone's like this at each other. And then you talk to this thing and it's like, hey, I'm really apologize about not getting that right. I hope I can get it right for you this time. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's kind of nice. Here's an idea I have. That's a wonderful idea. Let me help you expand on that. Oh, that's really nice. This thing is reminding me to be less of an asshole. What if we sucked less to each other because these things taught us how to do it again? And we're breathing. We're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, thanks. This has been your AI moment. My name's Kyle Shannon. Smooth jazz and artificial intelligence. Governor Newsom signs executive order to study AI use and risks. Yes, I think that's a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. Kyle, your optimism is refreshing. Thank you, Dr. J. I appreciate that. Claude was great behavior today, but still hasn't told me to pay him. We'll see. We'll see. I think Claude's gonna get a little tricky with their rate limiting the free people. Gonna make me cranky. But here's the deal. All of these tools are really fucking expensive to run, so they can't all be free forever. Like Ideogram, I can't believe it's still free. What did I see today? Midjourney. This is wild. Midjourney has raised $0 in investment, is now up to 40 employees, and has $200 million in revenue. Like a 2-year-old company, maybe 3. 40 employees, $200 million in revenue. The best of all the image generation tools out there. $0 in investment. They're doing whatever the fuck they want. And that's why they're in a bit of a shitstorm right now, because the CEO's like, I don't like in painting, so we're not going to do it. Or I don't like out painting. Or I don't care to prioritize having a good interface. People can use Discord or not. I don't give a shit. So he doesn't have any investors poking down his throat, and he's making $200 million with 40 employees. So good for him, I suppose. But he's going to get his ass handed to him at some point here. When the competitors catch up, I think they're going to wipe the floor with them. But we'll see. You never know, man. You never know. That it's just like the U.S. Open with all this tennis shit. You don't know until you play the game. You think someone's going to win, and then someone comes back from... What did... Sabalenka was down a set and down 2-4 in the second set, and Maddie Keys melted down, and she came back and won the second set, took the third set to a tiebreaker, and beat her 10-5 or 10-6 in the tiebreaker. That's why you play the game. It's not like I can spin a baton. Do I sound summary? Oh, smarmy. No, you don't. I don't think you've ever sounded smarmy, Thelonious. But honestly, twirl a baton. Honestly, I I'm a fan of the smarminess. I like bitter comedy. What time is it? Is it 11? It's 11:02. God damn. You people you make me stay here. You make me do it, man. I think I've been binging on Succession. It's making me smarmy. Smarmy's good. Smarmy means you're engaged. You got a level of self-awareness. You got a level of awareness of other people in the world. You're smarmy because you're exhausted with the tyranny of the stupid. And you're just like, God damn it. Don't be so smarmy. I mean, don't be so stupid. So you get smarmy. It's a defense. It's a good one. Because the world's a shithole right now. These are janky pieces of shit. And the world's a shithole. But what an amazing time to be alive. Because these things are going to grow up. And when they grow up, we get to play with them. We get to play with them now. It's amazing. All right, facts. Yes, facts. You just can't stop. I can't. It's bad. I wish I could quit you. I wish I could quit you irregulars. Oh, good Lord. If you quote me, you may be quoting, my writers. Thelonious, have you been drinking tonight? What are you saying? You might be smarmy, but that doesn't even resemble English, dude. Hey, Thelonious, didn't you say you've got a spreadsheet of all the crap that I've been saying? Are you on the Discord? If you're not on the Discord, hop on the Discord, and I would like to see that. I'm excited about it. Did someone say something about President Shannon? President Shannon? Hi, Kyle Shannon, running for president. Nice to meet you. I'd kiss your baby, but someone might get triggered. I don't know. All right. I'm going to jump to the bottom here. All right, listen, folks. It's 11 o'clock here in Denver. Oh, I sent it to you via DM. I've not been on Discord yet. Which DM? You sent it here via DM or Discord via DM, Thelonious? I'll go find it. Here DM. Okay, I'll find it here. All right, cool. Listen, everybody. Oh yeah, I don't drink. Okay, that's all right. You might have just had, sometimes the operating system gets a little. Oh look, I look like Squiggy. Remember Squiggy from Happy Days? Was it Happy Days? I think so. Or it was life's tough. It's tougher when you're stupid. I look like Squiggy. Squiggy. That was from Laverne and Shirley. Squiggy. Remember Squiggy? All right. I'm out of here. Have a fantastic Friday night. It's amazing. There's 121 people here. Thank you for hanging out. I know I'm a weirdo, but that's kind of what this is. This is Chat ADD, and it's the aiLL Learning Lab. Let me go see who's been here. We've had some good irregular participation tonight. Thelonious, thank you so much. Anita, a little bit. Tobias, welcome. And good night. Let's see. I know we had Emilio's wife in here. We had Cher Bear in here. Who else we got? Nancy's in here. Good night. Can't quit us. I can't quit us. It's so true. Chaos Generation, I didn't see you tonight. Awesome. T Blunt, what's happening? Digital Gods, peace out. Cher Bear, good night. Steve-O. All right. Y'all are amazing. Firefly, thanks so much. Peace out, everybody. Good night, Winston. Good night, Emilio's wife. Peace out, irregulars. I think Elon Musk is live. Be right back. All right. Go see Elon. He's more interesting than me. Peace.